Hi guys, my name is Evan Willis.
And my name is Erik Bjorklund, and for our project we made a version of Connect-4. So Connect-4 is a turn-based game where you have to drop a colored piece into the lowest available position on the grid. The goal of the game is to make a line of 4 in any direction to win the game.
We used a couple interfaces to interact with our peripherals. We used I2C and SPI interfaces to interact with our accelerometer, an EEPROM, the LCD screen which has touchscreen capabilities, and an I/O expander that can help us communicate with these push buttons, as well as 8 LEDs that are along the top here. And we also use a UART to print out debugging output to our console. So if you see here, as soon as I press anywhere on the screen to start, it goes into leaving the title screen, drawing the tutorial, which I'll show you in a second here, and then it gets us into the beginning execution loop.
So then here, when we're in the gameplay, you can use our directional push buttons to move a piece along the top, and then once you want to place a piece, you press down, and then it will change turns to the other piece, and then they will place their piece.
Every time that it's the alternate player's turn, the LEDs at the top get rewritten to using the I/O expander, and we'll switch the LEDs every turn. When we're checking to see if a player can place at the lowest position, we print out all of the locations that it checks. So it checks from bottom to top, and then every time that it places a new piece, it checks around that piece to detect if there's been a win. So for example, I'll place a yellow piece here. It'll check the bottommost position, and the one sees that is full already, and checks the piece above that, sees that is empty, places it at that piece, and then checks for a win, which it was not one. Now if we try to drop a red piece here, and we'll win the game by doing so, we will automatically see that there's a win, detect a game over state. It'll print out what the board was at the end. Our EEPROM has a running count of the number of wins that player 1 and player 2 have, and then this launches us into our win screen.
Here in the win screen, we use our accelerometer to move around the motion W. The motion W is in motion. And then the motion W will be we can quickly show that when the other player wins the game, it does a similar action, but with the other color.
So here we'll show off, let's show off a diagonal win actually, with yellow if we can, just to show that our win detection algorithm is working correctly.
There's yellow wins, and it moves the W around.
And on Wisconsin.